Sunday.
More lake effect snow with reduced visibility and a blizzard warning still into effect. I'll break down everything you need to know coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, with the snow continuing to fall, we check in with the warming center in Marquette to see how they're holding up. Plus, we have more details on the changes the Michigan Department of Education is making to curriculums across the state. And we have the latest from Washington, D.C. on the shooting that's left 2 National Guardsmen in critical condition. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Kelly, good evening. I'm not looking forward to the show ending because I think I'm going to have to unbury my car out there.
Yeah, Kevin, I hope you can still find your car. Hopefully you remember where you parked it, because yeah, that's the name of the game. In just a few hours you can get a decent amount of snow, especially when you have a blizzard warning. And we have that in effect continuing through 10 a.m. tomorrow. But just because the blizzard warning would end doesn't mean the travel conditions are going to be back to normal. Still dangerous travel conditions for tomorrow, and this is the current snowfall right now. Marquette County is seeing some of the heaviest snow, more through the overnight and more through tomorrow, and of course the colder temperatures and the wind. So I'll continue to break down everything you need to know as you make your way to your Thanksgiving destinations in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. The Room at the Inn, Marquette's largest homeless shelter, has been at capacity for the past several weeks, and the current snowstorm is only making things worse. With blizzard conditions expected to continue throughout the night, Room at the Inn Executive Director Chelsea Wilkinson says this is an emergency situation and people should seek shelter immediately any way they can.
If you need to get out of the elements, please go to a laundromat, go to Walmart, go to Room at the Inn, go to the police station. Just make sure that you are prioritizing your safety and your well-being.
The Marquette City Commission is exploring ways to temporarily house people until space opens up at the Salvation Army in January. One such option discussed is to house people at the Presque Isle Pavilion. Habitat for Humanity is looking to help keep Yoopers warm this winter. WZMQ's Andrew Hans has more.
In Marquette County, as Habitat for Humanity's year-round home repairs program is under difficult funding this year, next week's Giving Tuesday donations will go towards heating system repair costs for members of the surrounding community. Executive Director Deanna Johnson says some homeowners find issues with their heaters just as the temperatures drop.
This is just the time of the year when people are just turning their furnaces on or have just turned their furnaces on for the first time in a while, didn't know they weren't working properly, finding themselves without heat.
The average cost to replace a furnace is about $5,000, and a new boiler can be upwards of $10,000. Johnson says they're looking for any sizable donation next week, and that a little goes a long way.
Low-income families, or even moderate-income families, they just don't always have those resources to be able to do that, or even family to fall back on to help them out. So every little bit helps. If people can just give what they can, everybody can do something.
Applications can be made on the Marquette Habitat for Humanity's website. In case of application overflow, the program also has a number of partners around the Upper Peninsula that can step in to assist in the necessary repairs.
Our website is mqthabitat.org. Our phone number is 906-228-3578. And again, if we can't fix it or help, we will do our best to direct to a resource that can help, because we don't want to see anybody living in substandard conditions.
We'll have donation information at WZMQ19.com. Reporting in Marquette, Andrew Hans, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan is overhauling its health education standards for the first time in nearly 2 decades. State officials say the update brings lessons in line with the realities of 2025, from social media to vaping to artificial intelligence. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy breaks down what's changing and what it means for local districts.
For the first time since 2007, Michigan is updating its health education standards, which guide what students learn about wellness, safety, and the digital world they're growing up in.
If you think about it, in 2007, there wasn't TikTok, there wasn't Snapchat or AI.
The new standards focus heavily on skill building, not just knowing information, but practicing healthy habits. And instead of listing separate expectations for every single grade, the standards now group students by age ranges.
Recognizing that some districts don't have the time or ability to address standards in every year that a child is in school.
But the process wasn't without controversy. The department says misinformation spread on social media suggested parents would lose their rights or that new curriculum would be forced on districts. Golzinski says none of that is true.
All of the laws protecting parents and their choices for their children are all still in place with these standards.
Educators and many parents have welcomed the update, saying it finally brings Michigan's health guidance into 2025, especially on issues like online behavior and AI.
Local districts choose their curriculum from these standards. Now, that doesn't mean that they have to. Local districts can say what we've got works, we're happy with what we're using, we don't need to make any changes.
From vaping to virtual relationships, state leaders say today's students face challenges no one imagined in 2007. The new standards aim to help them navigate those realities safely while keeping decisions in local hands. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
2 National Guardsmen were critically wounded in central Washington, D.C. today when a gunman opened fire just blocks away from the White House. Erica Brown is in Washington with the details.
The ambush-style attack happened shortly after 2 p.m. in downtown Washington, D.C., just blocks from the White House and the National Mall. 2 National Guardsmen, both from West Virginia, were shot by a gunman believed to be acting alone.
The suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm and discharged it at the National Guard members.
One individual who appeared to target these guardsmen, that individual has been taken into custody.
Multiple law enforcement officials tell CBS News the suspect in the shooting is a 29-year-old Afghan national who is believed to have entered the U.S. in 2021. President Trump spoke about the incident Wednesday night from Florida.
We will make America totally safe again, and we will bring the perpetrator of this barbaric attack to swift and certain justice if the bullets going in the opposite direction haven't already done that.
National Guard troops were deployed to Washington in August as part of President Trump's crackdown on crime in the nation's capital, and the 2 National Guardsmen were among the more than 2,000 serving in Washington. In the wake of the shooting, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said hundreds more National Guard troops will be deployed to the nation's capital.
We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities.
FBI Director Kash Patel said the shooting was a matter of national security and will be working with interagency partners in the investigation.
As the White House continues trying to broker peace between Russia and Ukraine, one of President Trump's top negotiators is under fire for his relationship with the Kremlin. Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
Top Kremlin officials say it's premature to consider a peace plan with Ukraine close to done, saying they have not received an official proposal from the U.S. A divisive issue, control of Ukrainian territory that Russian forces have occupied for much of the last 4 years.
It is absolutely not acceptable to include any topics or any discussions about trading land. We are talking about cities and villages where Ukrainians live.
Overnight, Russia launched more strikes on a Ukrainian town, a signal to some world leaders that President Putin is not serious about peace.
Russia is not winding down its military machine, but ramping it up. We still need to get from a situation where Russia pretends to negotiate to a situation where they need to negotiate.
President Trump is staying positive, saying his team is making tremendous progress. He's setting off another round of shuttle diplomacy in the coming days to continue talks.
What kinds of concessions are the Russians going to have to make?
Well, they're making concessions. Their big concession is they stop fighting and they don't take any more land.
The president says U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff will head to Moscow, but new reporting raises questions after Bloomberg News obtained what it says was an audio recording of Witkoff coaching a Putin aide on how to talk to President Trump.
I haven't heard it, but I heard it was standard negotiation.
Republican Congressman Don Bacon posted on social media that Witkoff should be fired. Meanwhile, the president says U.S. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll will be meeting with Ukrainian officials.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he had hoped to get to the U.S. this week to work on the sensitive points of the deal. But President Trump now says he only wants to meet with President Zelensky and Putin once a deal is in the final stages. Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, there's a ton of traffic heading through Detroit. We'll see how it's impacting flights at the airport. And we speak with residents in Delta County about what they're thankful for ahead of Thanksgiving tomorrow. We'll be right back after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Fox Marquette Ford is bringing you great deals every month, all year long. Now through November, lease a 2025 Ford Bronco Big Bend. 4-wheel drive for $489 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Bring the family and stroll through the enchanted forest. Christmas Land at Menard.
Menard's Enchanted Forest is a winter wonderland of holiday decorations.
From generation to generation, Menards helps make Christmas an enchanted time. Bring your family and experience a tradition that goes back over 65 years. Visit Menards Enchanted Forest today and save big on all holiday decor.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Sorry, girls. Sorry. It's an all-new Kelly.
That's right. Sarah Snook is here. Give it up. You play ukulele?
I do.
We have a ukulele. I am very relaxed.
Oh, yeah. I'm in Fiji.
Plus, Kelly Extra with Mariska Hargitay and comedian Kathleen Madigan. Are you really into fantasy football? I am.
It is almost a problem. Sometimes it's an addiction that doesn't pay off.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Fox Marquette Ford is bringing you great deals every month, all year long. Now through November, lease a 2025 F-150 XLT Hybrid Super Crew. 4-wheel drive for $479 a month for 36 months with $1,000 due at signing. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. The snow has just been coming down. It's probably been pretty difficult. You've had to be flexible with some of your travel conditions. And I want to show you this. This is as of 5:30, 7 inches of snow for us into Marquette. But we've seen a foot and a half. And remember, this is just as of 5:30. So the snow just continues to fall. That's why I say it's more so impacts over amounts. I know people like to sort of know the snow totals. You like to be first or whatever the reason is, but trying to drive in 6 inches of snow versus 18 inches, it's still going to be just as difficult. So the low pressure system moving is really going to continue to dictate who sees the heaviest snow and at what time. So at this particular moment, for right now, Marquette County is seeing most of the heavy snow, but really it's going to shift from out towards Ironwood. That was the worst of it over the last 24 hours. And then the next 24 hours is going to be the eastern half because that low pressure system's moving. The northern winds are going to kind of shift across the Upper Peninsula. And the beauty of lake effect snow is it could be heavy and steady snowfall, and then the neighborhood over you could see sunshine. Power outages, though, this is why I said make sure you charge your devices, make sure you have a generator, because in Marquette County there's over 2,500 people without power, Houghton County 3,500 people without power, and Gogibbet County 2,800. These are rough, and this was as of just a little bit ago. They could have gone up since then too. Make sure to check in on your neighbors or maybe anyone that's a little bit older in your life and just make sure they're doing okay and that they're staying warm right now. The blizzard warning is through the rest of the overnight. It ends tomorrow morning, so try to keep travel down to emergencies only. And just because the blizzard warning ends at 10 in the morning doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stop snowing. It just means the blizzard warning criteria would no longer be met at that time. So 35-mile-per-hour winds, blowing or falling snow reduce visibility to about 1/4 of a mile or less. over at least 3 hours. So you could have all those components, but maybe just for 1 hour left, and that doesn't constitute a blizzard warning anymore, but it's still going to be impactful travel. You're still going to have snow at that time. So travel impacts right now, still out to the western half, but we see the pink and the red kind of creeping into the eastern half as that impact shifts, as the bands shift. Here's your first warning weather futurecast, kind of showing that passing of the baton, as you will. Ironwood says, here you go, Munising, here you go, Newberry and Sault Ste. Marie. You're going to get your fair share of lake effect snow throughout tomorrow morning. This is when you're having all your meals, finishing up Thanksgiving dessert. It's not a bad idea to maybe try to bargain with your family members to stay overnight, because Friday does seem to have some diminishing of the lake effect winds and diminishing of the snow. So it may not be a bad idea to try to see if you can stay over tomorrow night and get a head start on the roads for tomorrow morning. Again, I don't know your family situation, but that's the safest option at this time, because that's when the snow will start to taper off. It's still going to be cold and we're still looking at some more snow, but at least it's not that heavy lake effect snow, and we see some clearing finally as we get into this next upcoming week. But make sure to stay safe and safe travels for tomorrow.
Kelly, thank you very much. The day before Thanksgiving tends to be one of the busiest travel times of the year, especially at the airport. Alicia Bergio reports from Detroit.
Detroit Metro Airport packed with travelers taking to the sky for the holiday weekend.
Where are you headed?
Plano, Texas, see my son and grandson. We're going to Cleveland. I have a 96-year-old aunt. We're going to spend Thanksgiving with her.
I'm going to Florida, visiting my fiance. I can't wait.
The day before Thanksgiving, known to be one of the busiest travel days of the year. Why Jim and Luann Marks from Saginaw made it a point to arrive several hours before their scheduled flight.
Knew we wanted to get to the valet parking and get over here early, because I figured it'd be really busy.
Pam Scantalaris did the same, making her travel experience plain and simple.
Oh, so far so good. It's been smooth. I dropped off my car and the shuttle came on time. Everything's going up perfectly for me.
Meantime, we caught up with Ronald Butler, who cut it close.
My flight leaves in about an hour. It's not as crowded in the airport as I thought it might be, so I think we're going to be okay.
Mother Nature to bring winter weather, though, this Wednesday, which could throw a curveball in travel plans.
In the event that your flight may be delayed or canceled, do you have a backup plan?
No. I don't anticipate it going to happen.
I have spent the night in an airport one time in Minneapolis, and that was crazy.
Are you prepared to do that again if you have to?
We would.
Thanksgiving, a time to reflect on the positive things that have happened over the past year. Our own Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons spoke with people in Delta County to learn what they're thankful for as they look back on 2025.
2025 has been a big year for Gladstone, and the city's downtown ambassador is grateful for local growth.
Downtown Gladstone is experiencing an extreme momentum. We have a lot of new retail businesses, which are really hard to get and keep in the downtown. The businesses around them are thriving because of it.
Downtown events have also seen a great increase in traffic this year.
From our farmers market to downtown day to hopefully the old-fashioned Christmas, that's really exciting. The people behind the scenes work really hard. Seeing everyone come together for every single event that we've had this year has been really special.
In Escanaba, the city's recreation department is giving thanks for its partnerships, like the ones with organizations that donate to its after-school program at the Civic Center.
Our most recent donation that we had is from Escanaba Rotary. They did give us funding that we can hand out food items and little games for the kids to do between Thanksgiving break and Christmas break this year, so they have a little extra to do at home.
The program is available at no cost to local 4th through 12th grade students, and the community's generosity is what keeps that service going.
It's just a great way for the kids to come and have a supervised, safe environment, burn some energy, sit down, have something to eat, do a little homework. We started this 10, 11 years ago, and it has just grown. So without the extra community support, this program never would exist.
Other investments around Escanaba have come in the form of major companies setting up shop in town.
I'm thankful for businesses and corporations like Quick Trip and Amazon for locating their businesses in Escanaba, and there are several more coming.
But for many Delta County residents, they're feeling thankful for the simple things in life.
Having a healthy family, a great family, and a great community that we live in. That's what it's about.
I have a new baby, so I'm thankful for my family, even though my 3-year-old daughter and my not yet 1-year-old daughter can sometimes be a handful. There's a moment where I just look at them and experience this overwhelming wave of gratitude. It's perhaps trite, but it's trite because it's a real emotion that most of us have.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Still to come on your 19 News, Labubu's are the must-have toy this holiday season. We'll tell you what else is flying off the shelves when we come back.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere to fix that? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast, so strong, and so convenient. It's like putting the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires of your car on a single charge, or inflate a bag full of soccer balls at practice. Bullseye Pro is so advanced, it has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Plus, it can be 100% hands-free. You simply set the target pressure and walk away, keeping you out of harm's way. Bullseye Pro is lightweight, durable, and powerful enough to inflate this massive monster truck tire. Plus, it has 4 ultra-bright LED lights to safely inflate at night. Bullseye Pro comes with 3 custom air nozzles on board, so you can easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Forget driving to the gas station. Bullseye Pro is your anywhere, anytime inflation station. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system, all for the factory direct price of just $79.99. It comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free. That's right, free shipping. But to really inflate this offer, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. You get it all. An incredible value for one low price. Call or go online to order now.
To order, call 1-800-794-9110 or go to getbullseyepro.com. So call 1-800-794-9110. That's 1-800-794-9110 or order online at getbullseyepro.com.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Doorbell cameras capture everything these days, from car crashes to thieves making off with packages. But on one porch in Scotland, the lens picked up something a bit more festive, and it's gone viral. Tina Krause has the story.
A homeowner in Scotland feared the worst when she checked her doorbell cam and spotted a group of schoolboys on her step. Before long, they realized no one was around.
If you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
And they did.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, I gave it away.
Belting out Wham's holiday hit, an impromptu performance uploaded to TikTok that's warming hearts around the world. Now, best friends Jack, Dylan, Cameron, Liam, and Ollie are getting a little taste of fame.
Everyone was asking for our signatures. I was kind of scared that my mum was going to find out.
Well, she did, and all the moms couldn't be prouder. They say the viral video is breaking expectations about what young boys might do.
Everybody was expecting it to be something bad, do you know what I mean? And then it ended up being something really good.
I'll give it to someone special.
The boys are thinking bigger now, even dreaming of having their own band. What would they call it?
Fantastic Five. This year, to save me from tears.
A performance that proves a bit of holiday spirit can go straight to the heart.
Bye. Love you.
The video has now passed 1.6 million views on TikTok, and now there are calls to use the doorbell video as Ring's official Christmas ad. These popular toys may be on your kids' holiday wish list. Labubus. They're the latest craze, following the toy stardom path of Cabbage Patch Kids and Beanie Babies before them. Jeff Wagner finds out exactly what makes a toy go viral this holiday shopping season.
Fluffy, wide-eyed, and with a toothy grin, Labubu dolls might look like nothing more than another plushy toy.
It's soy milk!
But try telling that to the millions across the world who can't wait to get their hands on one. Shua Zhang was gifted the one hanging from her purse.
It's ugly and it's cute looking, so I wear it out sometimes.
Chris Byrne is a toy consultant and historian known as the Toy Guy. What is a Labubu doll?
Labubu are monsters. They're called little monsters. They were first introduced in about 2015.
Created by Chinese toy maker Pop Mart, the dolls were just another one of their tiny creations until last year, when it exploded into a fashion must-have, aided by K-pop star Lisa from the group Blackpink.
And it became a viral sensation without really any kind of promotion whatsoever.
Fans took care of that themselves.
What traits can make a toy go viral or sort of become a cultural moment?
I think that one of the biggest traits is that it has to leap out of the toy business.
Byrne says Labubu is now more of a fashion accessory, and they're hard to find. These Pop Mart machines were sold out. Limited availability intensifies the demand, a timeless trait. Remember Cabbage Patch Kids in the early 1980s?
How long have you been waiting? Since midnight.
People were fighting over them in the aisles of Kmart. That became a news story. So then suddenly it became something that the culture was talking about. But there's no rhyme or reason to it. Something catches the imagination of the public, and people are off and running with it.
Until the next hot toy comes along.
Besides Cabbage Patch Kids, the toy guy says toy frenzies that reached a fever pitch include the hula hoop, Beanie Babies, and Tickle Me Elmo. With the holiday season upon us, AI-powered robots are doing the work of Christmas elves. At this Amazon fulfillment center near Manchester, England, a network of 2,000 AI robots move in every direction across the floor. They analyze the shelf positions of millions of items, removing the need for staff to search through storage towers. The company says the efficiency makes sure orders are completed in a speedy fashion.
Each of the orders that gets assigned to this building gets picked, packed, and shipped in less than 2 hours. And we do that hundreds of thousands of times every single day.
The company also runs an apprenticeship program teaching trainees engineering, maintenance, and automation skills. Industry experts say the need for automation is only going to grow as the volume of e-commerce gets larger and larger. The Hawkins gang returns for a final season of Stranger Things as Wicked puts a lucrative spell on the box office. Gwen Bumgarner has tonight's entertainment headlines.
Yeah, better work. It's not like we're conspicuous or anything.
Season 5 of Stranger Things is almost here. Fans waited more than 3 years for new episodes of the beloved Netflix show, and many aren't ready to say a final goodbye to the series.
I'm hoping that it's not final, but I feel like there might be like a little cliffhanger.
The first drop of 4 episodes will be released on the streaming platform tonight, and the hype extends well past our screens. From watches to Crocs, even waffles, franchise merchandise has been strange and plentiful. Part 2 of Stranger Things Season 5 will be released on Christmas, and the final episode comes out New Year's Eve.
This is the work of the Wicked Witch.
Theaters are anticipating some strong holiday showings. Last week's release of Wicked for Good brought in $150 million to the North American box office, following a 9-week slump. It's the third highest domestic opening for a musical, following 2019's The Lion King and 2017's remake of Beauty and the Beast.
Partnership is the cornerstone of success.
Zootopia 2 is also predicted to become a box office hit. It premieres in theaters today. And next week, Prop Store is offering a chance to own a piece of movie magic. From Indiana Jones' iconic fedora to the stunt axe from The Shining, even wands from Harry Potter. These unforgettable pieces of cinema are headed to auction in London.
Now stay tuned. Final look at weather after this.
It's the Kirkish Furniture Appliance Sale, November 28th through December 3rd. Save big on this GE 30-inch stainless steel range and electric or gas options. Or choose this Whirlpool front-load washer and matching dryer, just $6.99. Plus free local delivery, November 28th through December 3rd.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons. The snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. You know, what you have is going to help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take an extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're going to be on, we've got you covered.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Corporal Klinger.
That must be me, sir.
I tried everything to get out of the Army.
I'll do anything to prove I'm not fit.
I sailed on a raft. I ate a Jeep.
Dip it in a little 30-weight motor oil, pop it in, and let it slide down the gullet.
But I never got out, which means you can watch more of me on MeTV.
MASH, weekdays and Sundays at 7 on MeTV 19.1. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Alrighty, it's been a day. We've had some differing snow totals from maybe 2 inches up to 1.5 feet. So it all just depends on the lake effect snow. I will say the western half, that's been kind of the brunt of the lake effect snow, but that's going to shift, and more so the eastern half. We'll get a decent amount of snow from the overnight and for the entirety of tomorrow. Blizzard warning continues, but it's through 10 in the morning. Just because that ends doesn't mean the snow is going to end. It just means we'll start to see those improvements in terms of the reduced visibility and less snowfall. So tomorrow we're still going to get a decent amount of snow, but then improvements are on the way once we get to Black Friday and beyond. Still some lingering snow showers through the weekend and even colder temperatures as we head into next week. We'll get a brief break from the snow. Then it looks like we could have another system knocking on the door. Safe travels for tomorrow, and I'm thankful for every single one of you watching and the WZMQ 19 family.
Kelly, thank you, and we are thankful for you as well. Finally tonight, the Everybody Loves Raymond 30th anniversary reunion aired on earlier this week, and for fans who need more of the show, there's a new immersive tribute. The Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame has recreated the Barones' iconic home, which was set on New York's Long Island. Inside, you'll find 7 iconic costumes and original furniture, including the couch, which you can sit on. The recreated rooms are filled with the real props fans know by heart, from the suitcase left on the stairs to the famous Christmas toaster.
All the little tchotchkes and all the little things that you see in the Barone house. Hunt was on to fill the room and to reproduce it as close as we could. I watched it get loaded on the truck like it was like a newborn baby being delivered, and it came here, not a scratch on it.
The exhibit runs until January 4th. That's all for now, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow.
For the best pre-owned cars, come to John's Auto Market. If you mess up when I get it right, I swear. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and best detailing, come to John's Auto Market. I shouldn't have looked at her.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, there's a lot to love. Did it hit your spirit?
Right in the shine on.
The biggest stars.
Clap it.
Mariah Carey.